Hey everybody, it's SaskiaSketches, and today I'm going to be studying fire. So I've been wanting to do more digital art for the longest time now, and I've also wanted to study fire for a while, like really get into the nitty-gritty and how does it actually look versus how do I think it looks. And I really think that I improved quite a bit. So the first thing that I did was just study some candles, because I feel like candles are the easiest source of fire, or the easiest type of fire to study, because it's so controlled, it's so tiny, it's just one little flame. And when you're looking at like a huge wildfire or something, that is like a ton of these things. So I thought it might be best to just study these first, and I actually had a lot of fun studying these. I thought it was really fun to kind of see what colors are actually being used here, or what colors are actually there instead of the ones that I think. So usually when I paint fire, I just grab a bunch of like yellow and some red and some orange and just make flame shapes. And I was really intrigued by all the different colors that are actually present in those candles. And after that I thought, hey, let's try some like actual fire. So I pulled up some references for campfire and I tried to mimic that, but I found that was a lot more difficult because there was a lot more to keep track of. So I wasn't entirely sure how to go about that. So the first one that I did, I'm not really too happy with, but I'm glad that I did it because it helps me kind of see where I was going wrong and what I should not be doing, right? So I thought, okay, so this doesn't work, then what should I do instead, right? And that, I feel like that really was a good, I guess, learning opportunity. So my first approach was to first do the lightest colors. So I first worked on the yellow, and then I went darker and darker, and I felt like that was really holding me back. So this next one, I started off with the darkest color and then started to fill in the lighter colors. So I first went red, and then I went down to orange, and then to a lighter orange, and then to a yellow, and after that I added in some white details as well. And I feel like this approach worked a lot better for me. I also was a lot less intimidated by the shape of everything, because I felt like I was just starting off with a silhouette and then slowly filling in the colors, and I really do enjoy the way this one came out. I feel like this one looks a lot better. And then I tried to approach this last one in the same way. I try to stick really closely to a silhouette and then just pick the colors from the image and try and fill in where they were, and kind of figure out how does it look and how does it work, how does it flow, that sort of thing. And I really do enjoy this one, especially if you zoom out. I feel like they all look so cool. And I really, really do enjoy how everything came out. So that was the first part of the study. And then the reason why I wanted to study fire was because I wanted to draw Tarn, and Tarn is my character. Tarn's a fire lion, and I've been wanting to draw him like realistically, quote unquote, for the longest time, with like really cool realistic fire. And I feel like that was just really one of the things that I really wanted to do. So I do really enjoy the painting process with animals on digital art. I've done that a couple times, and I really, really do enjoy it. I don't think that is very difficult, but I feel like the fire is still quite a bit of a challenge for me. So yeah, the first one I didn't really pay that much attention to the lighting on like Tarn's face and stuff, because I felt like I just need to get the shape of the fire right at this moment. And here's where I went wrong, because I started with a dark background, and that is because all the fires that I'd studied were on darker backgrounds. So that's what I felt comfortable starting off with. But that wasn't yielding the right results. It didn't really look like fire that was on a transparent background. So but I do feel like I learned a lot from this as well, and I approached this one in more of a big shape, as you can see, rather than like individual flames as well. And I feel like if you look at it as like individual flames instead of like a big flamey blob, it works a lot better. Though I do quite like the way this one turned out as well. I just threw in a quick background here with some stars and some snowflakes. This is some this is actually a scene from my screenplay. That one won't be coming for a while, but yeah, you if you're keeping up with it, maybe in a couple months you'll know what this is referring to. Yeah, I also played around with the smudge tool a bit. I felt like that was really fun to use, but I don't feel like I know how to use it properly just yet. Like, I've just been smudging around some of the colors and details where I feel like it might look good, but I wasn't really too sure about it. And then I went over with some more fire details, so some speckles and some little more yeah, details. And I feel like this is where I just took some more creative liberty and stuff, and it kind of takes away from the realism of the fire. So this next step was the first thing I did was looking up some fires that were actually you know, on a light background, and then I tried to emphasis on tried, kind of just throw those images together and feel like, and just look at, hey, what kind of I know, how does this look, what kind of results does this yield if I just you know, try and make my own reference, so to say. And I feel like that really did help me visualize how I wanted it. And after I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do, I wanted to draw my own. So I just started off with a sketch where I just paid a little more attention to how the fire would actually behave instead of just the images kind of like mushed together. So I quite like this sketch, and I also picked the colors for this one from a reference image from a lion that was just standing in the sun, so the sunlight was hitting its fur, and I feel like I really do enjoy the color choices that I have for this one. Even though I should have paid more attention to where it was hitting, where the light was hitting, I do quite enjoy the way this one looks. I could have had a little bit more on the of the light hitting on the top of the head, but I quite enjoy the way this one looks, especially the face. And ooh, I'm I'm just happy with this one. I really like how it looks. Yeah, I also had fun doing the whiskers. So yeah, I just threw in some of the colors that I used on the face, on the body as well. I tried to kind of mimic the thing that I had on going on the face. I was improvising a little bit more on the legs and the rest of the body, because I didn't have that clear a reference for how the light would be hitting it. But I feel like it turned out okay. Yeah. I had so much fun just painting the lion though, because the lion part of Tan, I feel like that is just, it is so much fun to paint animals digitally. I have a feeling that I'll be painting a lot more big cats digitally, maybe even more than big cats, maybe just animals in general. I really just want to figure out how to make my elementals look realistically, and I really do enjoy this digital medium. I think it's just so much fun to use. Yeah, so I began just studying how the flame would look on the tail, because that was a little bit more manageable than the mane, so that's where I started off, and I really do enjoy the way this one looks. And I really love how I made his tail kind of look like the candle. I really don't know what it is, but I just really like how that looked. And because I like that so much, I did that around the face as well. I feel like it turned out a little bit less less cool around the face, but I still really like it. And yeah, here I was really approaching this as if it was like not just a big unit, but also like individual flames and stuff, and I feel like that really did help I really like how this looks. I opened it up a little bit more like this with some gaps in between, and here's where I try to make it seem as if the light was emitting from the face as well, and that is where I should have noticed that the lighting on the face just doesn't really work that well. But my gosh, do I love how this one came out. Thanks, Discord. Come on. Be quiet, please. I'm trying to record. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I had so much fun trying to study fire and making Tarn look cool and realistic. Yeah, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more art videos every single Friday. Have a great weekend, guys, and keep on sketching. Bye!